Hey, you ever wonder why some people just seem to have it all figured out? Like they're always one step ahead, and you're left scratching your head thinking, how do they do it? Well, I've been digging around, and I think I've found something. It's like there's this secret manual that the top 1% use, and they don't want us regular folks to know about it. I'm talking about the real playbook, the stuff they whisper about in private jets and behind closed doors. And trust me, if you knew what they knew, you'd be dangerous too. So grab a snack, sit back, and let me tell you a story about how to become one of them, like I'm spilling the tea to my best friend. Picture this. We're hanging out in a dimly lit room, maybe with a flashlight under my chin like we're kids at a sleepover, and I'm about to let you in on something wild. This isn't the motivational garbage you scroll past on Instagram, or the hustle quotes from some dude in a suit. Nah, this is the raw, unfiltered truth the 1% don't want you to figure out. And if everyone caught on, their whole system would fall apart. You ready? Let's dive in. The distraction game. First off, let's talk about how they mess with your head. You know how you're always scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, or stuck in a Netflix binge? You think it's just you procrastinating, but it's not an accident. The big shots, the 1%, they want you distracted. They call it time sabotage in their little secret club, and it's their way of stealing your focus. Why? Because if you're too busy liking memes or chasing the next viral dance, you're not thinking about the real game. Think about it. Warren Buffett, one of the richest dudes alive, reads like 5 hours a day just chilling in Nebraska. But what does he tell everyone else? Hustle harder, grind more. Meanwhile, Zuckerberg's over here wearing the same gray shirt every day like a robot. They're not quirky, they're dodging all the noise. They know that attention is power, and the more you're plugged into the chaos, the less you've got for yourself. Try this. Go full hermit mode for 30 days. Unfollow the drama queens, mute the news, block the ads. It's like the fog lifts, and suddenly you start seeing opportunities they don't want you to notice. It's not about working harder, it's about paying attention to what actually matters. The secret handshake. Next up, there's this thing I call the shadow network. You ever notice how all these rich folks seem to know each other? It's not just because they went to fancy schools, though, yeah, places like Harvard are basically VIP clubs for the elite. But here's the kicker, you don't need a degree to crack it. The 1% have these little signals to spot each other, like a secret handshake for billionaires. It's weird stuff too. They're all obsessed with the same random books. Ever notice how every CEO recommends meditations or some obscure business classic? Or they've got these oddball hobbies like sailing, chess, or collecting rare plants. It's not a coincidence, it's a code. They're flexing to say, hey, I'm one of you. Your move? Pick one weird thing someone you look up to is into. Maybe it's vintage watches or some nerdy philosophy book. Dive in deep, learn it, and then drop it casually next time you're chatting with someone who matters. Watch how they perk up, like you just flashed a membership card. It's not fake, it's just playing their game. The lazy genius trick. Okay, let's talk work. You've heard work smarter, not harder, right? Well, the 1% take that to a whole other level. They don't work more, they work less. Way less. Jeff Bezos? Dude makes like 3 decisions a day and calls it good. Elon Musk? He fixes problems by axing them. Remember when Tesla just stopped making cheap cars? That's not lazy, that's genius. They've got this thing I call the inverted work ethic. It's not about grinding yourself into dust, it's about thinking way more than you act. They spend 90% of their time plotting and only 10% doing stuff. Meanwhile, the rest of us are running around like headless chickens, burnt out and broke. Your move? Take 1 day a week, say Monday, and do nothing but plan. No emails, no calls, just you and a notebook. Ask yourself, what can I ditch? What's actually worth my time? You'll be shocked how much junk you can cut. Suddenly, you're getting more done in less time. That's their cheat code, the underground knowledge hustle. Now here's where it gets juicy, the black market of ideas. You think the 1% are Googling life hacks like us? Nope. They're tapped into these hush-hush networks, Private forums, crazy expensive masterminds where one convo costs more than your rent. They're not just learning from the best, they're digging up stuff you're not supposed to know. Old patents, weird Soviet experiments, research that got buried because it scared the big industries. The best ideas aren't on YouTube or page one of a search. They're hidden in the weird corners, like dead niches nobody talks about anymore. Your move? Start digging. Grab some old marketing books from the 80s, flip through forgotten PhD papers, or poke around industries that tanked. There's gold in there, and the 1% have been mining it forever. The price tag nobody talks about. Last thing, and this one's dark, the success tax. You ever notice how every billionaire suddenly gets into yoga or mindfulness after they've made it big? They're covering up the real deal. Success isn't free, and they don't want you to know what it costs. Want cash? You might lose your privacy. Want influence? Some friendships gotta go. Want to build something huge? Your sanity might take a hit. They push this have it all lie so you stay average, scared to go all in. But the 1%? They've picked their poison and paid up. Your move? Decide what you're willing to give up. Pick one dream worth fighting for and let the rest fall away. It's brutal, but it's how they win. The big why. So, why does all this work? The 1% aren't smarter than you. They're just ruthless. They cut through the noise, play the long game, and don't waste time on stuff that doesn't pay off. They know the world's rigged, and they use it. Your homework? Pick one of these tricks and run with it. Maybe it's ditching distractions or cracking their secret code. But here's the deal. Keep it quiet. The 1% don't blab about this stuff. That's how they stay on top. So, if you're smart, you'll zip it too. Oh, and one last thing. They're watching. Share this with someone quick before they yank it offline. You're in on it now, so what are you gonna do about it?